Greetings, esteemed administrators and fellow intellectuals. With a show of hands, how many of you speak another language, apart from English and French, and now more particularly, a language that you took the initiative to learn on your own? For those of you who do not, I invite you to take a moment to visualize yourselves in a room full of people from all around the world. Though each person speaks a different language by name, each one is bridged by the similarities of the next. Our youth is preeminent to learning new things, considering the impressionability of our minds. Instilling the ability to accept diversity will inevitably evolve us into the critical thinkers the world requires more of. From my own experience as third generation, my fluency in my native tongue has dissipated over time because of the emphasis on speaking the dominant languages of English and French. Reflecting on the past, I regret not having made a greater effort to preserve my language and recognize its indispensable value. This considered, I strongly believe all students should take the initiative to learn a foreign language on their own. The benefits that accompany this skill set include sharpening the mind, broadening our view on the world, and expanding job opportunities. Let's begin by focusing on how learning another language instigates brain activity. Learning a foreign language is extremely beneficial to our intelligence and to a healthier mind. Hence, the most profitable time to learn one is during our education, as it will inflate our literacy aptitudes and accelerate brain development. Cognition, the process itself of learning another language, improves memory abilities and concentration, as it facilitates ignoring irrelevant information and shifting our focus towards more vital knowledge. Cognition of another language has also proven to manifest itself in the brain through its density and increase in gray matter volume, which are both indicators of a healthier brain. It is also attested to strengthening the resilience of certain parts of the mind through the aging process, such as the parietal and frontal cortexes and the temporal lobe, as these areas are preserved and possess more connectivity between them. Lastly, greater proficiency in a language stimulates critical thinking and analytical skills, where, moreover, this dexterity in someone who is not monolingual is greatly amplified. On to a more societal interest, studying linguistics enriches our perceptions on distinct worldviews. Learning a language different from our own broadens our outlooks on the diversified societies of our world. This invaluable asset reinforces cultural awareness and exposure to new ways of thinking, triggering an alteration in our preconceived misconceptions about other communities. These skills lead to a decrease in prejudice against other peoples, fostering a greater tolerance and celebration of our differences. We learn to embrace and understand the significant beauty in those differentiations in order to break the stigma that the variation in language and values promotes division amongst individuals. These distinctions rather advocate respect for other cultures and lifestyles. Because we are of a more progressive, more receptive demographic, we are most optimistic in making headway. Our generation of young adults will have mastered recognizing cultural stereotypes and will have developed a concrete support system for other communities. Incidentally, this is the level of awareness employers search for in their employees. The most relevant benefit of having a foreign language on your resume is for a greater scope of job opportunities. Experience with other cultures and languages places employees for higher-ranked positions and promotions, where a typical wage has the potential to increase between 10 to 15%. In terms of broadening career path options, occupations such as translator or interpreter are high in demand in Canada. And according to the Bureau of Labor, this stipulation is projected to increase 24% between the years 2020 to 2030, which is faster than most professions. Furthermore, knowledge of these different languages has its appeal to global companies, as it would be advantageous to meeting with customers in order to disclose contracts or transactions when traveling abroad. Overall, these skills lead to an increase in a student's value in the job market. To conclude, let's summarize the multifaceted profits to learning another language. I believe studying linguistics provides countless services to us as adolescents, the practicality preceding us throughout the entirety of our lives. Now, imagine yourselves in the exact same room, full of distinctive individuals. Think of the keys you'll possess to connecting with these people. They behold a great deal of possibility. Acquiring another language to add to our personal repertoire is extremely beneficial to our intelligence, to a healthier, more interpretive mind, where we may channel these abstract thought processes to expanding our limited knowledge of other cultures and languages, where our fluency in these languages proliferates future career paths. I prompt everyone here as a learning incentive to solicit your motivation, to devote a minimum of your endeavors to immersing yourself and exploring the diversity of literacy. The significance of language and culture goes beyond any official border. There are no limitations to communication. Language may have the terrifying power to divide us, but it also has the incredible ability to unite us.